Hi everyone, I'm Candy from Susan's family. Today we're going to learn the crochet method for this petite rose blanket. This blanket is made by joining together rose motifs. Finally, add an edge. And the finished product is done. Let's start by learning how to crochet the motif. Let's take a look at this picture. On the left is the finished product of the motif. On the right is the pattern chart. As you can see from the picture, the rose motif is divided into 3 parts: the flower, the leaves, and the edge of the motif. It consists of 10 rounds in total. The flower part has 7 rounds. The leaves have 1 round, and the lace trim has 2 rounds. Let's start by learning how to crochet the flower. Let's look at the chart for the flower section. The flower part is divided into 7 rounds. Using the magic ring method, we crochet outwards from the center in a counterclockwise direction. The first round consists of single crochets. The next 6 rounds are all for the petals. There are 3 layers of petals in total. Each layer of petals is made up of 2 rounds. The first layer has 3 petals, and the next 2 layers each have 6 petals. Now, let me demonstrate the specific crocheting method. Let's start by casting on. We'll use the magic ring method here. Hold the yarn tail with your right hand. Wrap the yarn tail around your left index finger twice. 1, 2. Pinch where the loops overlap with your right thumb and index finger. Pull out the loop. Then take the end of the yarn around your little finger. Pass through between middle finger and index finger. Transfer the loop to between your left middle finger and thumb. Pick up the crochet hook with your right hand, moving the hook between these 2 points. Insert into the loop. Position the hook to the left of the yarn. Wrap the yarn counterclockwise and pull through. Chain 1 to secure. This is the effect after casting on. Now let's work round 1. Round 1 consists entirely of single crochets. First, make a turning chain for the single crochet. Next, we work single crochets. The crochet method for single crochet is insert into the corresponding position. Here we insert into the magic ring loop. Pull the yarn through. There are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over once, and draw through in once. 1 single crochet is done. Let's continue to work single crochets. We need to work a total of 6 single crochets in this round. We have completed the first stitch. Now work 5 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once all are done, let's close the magic ring. First enlarge the loop on the hook. Take off the crochet hook. Now we can see 2 loops here. First give a gentle tug to the yarn tail. 1 loop will be moving. We tighten the moving loop. And there is 1 loop left. We just pull tight the yarn tail. And the ring is closed. Cut off the excess. The ring won't come undone. Next, insert the hook again. Note that this moving loop should always face you. Then join with a slip stitch into the single crochet stitch next to the beginning chain. This is the first single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We pick up the stitch of a single crochet. The stitch represents the braid on the upper right of the single crochet, which is these 2 strands. Insert the hook and pull the yarn through. Pull through all loops on the hook. The slip stitch is done. We pull tight this slip stitch. Look. This is what it looks like after round 1 is complete. Next, let's crochet round 2 and round 3, which is the first layer of petals. There are 3 petals in total. Let's start with round 2. First, make a chain as the beginning chain for the single crochet. Then, insert into the position of the slip stitch. Crochet a single crochet. After that's done, we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. After the chain is done, we skip 1 single crochet into the stitch of the next single crochet, skip 1 into the next position. Crochet a single crochet. After the single crochet is done, we chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Now there are 3 stitches of single crochets left. 1, 2, 3. We crochet a single crochet in the middle single crochet. Then chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Finally, finish with a slip stitch, joining into the stitch of the first single crochet, which is this one here. Take a look, everyone. This is what it looks like after the second round is completed. Next, let's work on round 3, which is the petals section. Let's take a look at the chart first. The petals are made up of single crochets, half double crochets, and double crochets. They form a certain curve through the transition of stitches. Now, please watch my demonstration. First, chain 1 as the beginning chain for the single crochet. Next, we start crocheting the petals in the large space formed by the adjacent chains. Work 1 single crochet first. Next, we crochet a half double crochet. Yarn over once. Insert. Pull the yarn through. 3 loops on the hook. We yarn over once. And draw through in once these 3 loops. This is a half double crochet. Next, we crochet 3 double crochets. The technique for double crochet is yarn over once. Insert. Pull the yarn through. 3 loops on the hook. We yarn over 3 times. We yarn over once. Draw through the first 2 loops. 2 loops remain. We yarn over. Draw through these 2 loops. Now we have finished the first double crochet. Let's crochet 2 more double crochets. Yarn over. Insert. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over. Draw through the first 2 loops. 2 loops remain on the hook. Yarn over again, and draw through in once. This is the second stitch. Let's crochet 1 more double crochet. After completing all 3 double crochets, let's crochet 1 more half double crochet. Yarn over, insert. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over. And draw through in once. Finally, let's crochet 1 single crochet. This is the first petal. Let's take a look. One petal consists of 7 stitches in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with the middle double crochet as the center. The stitches on both sides correspond. They are 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Let's finish crocheting the remaining 2 petals following this pattern. Here, all the petals are crocheted into the large space, formed by the chain stitches of the previous round. First, crochet 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3. Finally, crochet 1 half double crochet and 1 single crochet. There is 1 petal left. Let's continue to crochet it. 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3. One half double crochet, 1 single crochet. To make the connection between the petals less noticeable, we won't use a slip stitch to end this round. Take a look. This is what the first layer of petals looks like when completed. Next, let's crochet round 4 and round 5. Which is the second layer of petals? The method for these petals is the same as the previous layer, except we go from 3 petals to 6 petals. Let's start with round 4. Chain 2 as a bridge. 1, 2. Then work a slip stitch into the single crochet stitch of the first round. To make it easier to find the single crochet stitch of the first round, we can fold over the first layer of petals. Pay attention to the insertion point. Here, we work the slip stitch into the adjacent insertion position of the single crochet in the second round, which is this stitch here. Next, chain 1. We count this chain as a single crochet. Place a stitch marker on this single crochet. Place a stitch marker on top. Now, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then work a single crochet into the stitch of the single crochet in the first round. Here, insert your hook into the adjacent SC stitch, the SC stitch of the first round, which is this stitch. The pattern for this round is 1 single crochet, 3 chains. We work a single crochet into each SC stitch of the first round. Work a total of 6 single crochets. There are 3 chains between each 2 SC. We have completed 2 single crochets now. Repeat this process. Finish crocheting this round. 2, 3. After finishing the last 3 chains, join with a slip stitch at the marker spot. Pick up the front loop of the chain. Finish with a slip stitch. Look! This is what it looks like after completing round 4. Now let's crochet the 5th round, which is the petal section. First, chain 1 as the beginning chain for the single crochet. Next, start crocheting the petal in the large space formed by the adjacent chains. 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. After completing the first petal, continue to crochet the second petal. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. Now we have completed the first 2 petals. There are 4 chains left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue to finish crocheting using the same method. Just a few stitches left. Finish the last single crochet. We don't need to join with a slip stitch to end. Take a look. This is what it looks like after completing the second layer of petals. Next, let's crochet round 6 and the 7th round, which is the third layer of petals. The petals here will be slightly larger than the first 2 layers, so the stitch count will be higher. Let's start by chaining 2 as a bridge. 1, 2. Then insert into the single crochet stitch from the first round. Join with a slip stitch to complete. Insert from the wrong side. Let's take a look from the right side. This is where we inserted it. Into the single crochet stitch of the first round. Next, let's chain 2. 1, 2. Normally, we would chain 3 here. But for a better finished effect, we're only chaining 2. Place a stitch marker on the second chain. These 2 chains count as 1 double crochet. Next, let's chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once that's done, pick up the next single crochet stitch and work 1 double crochet. For this round, the insertion point for all the double crochets is still in the single crochet stitches of the first round. Work 1 double crochet. The pattern for this round is 1 double crochet, followed by 5 chains. We'll work 1 double crochet into each single crochet stitch of the first round, making a total of 6 double crochets. There are 5 chains between each double crochet. Now we've completed 2 double crochets. Repeat this process. And finish crocheting this round. Just a few stitches left. After finishing the last chains, join with a slip stitch at the stitch marker. Take a look. This is what it looks like after round 6 is done. Next, let's work on the 7th round, which is the petal section. First, chain 1 as the beginning chain for the single crochet. Next, crochet a petal in the large space formed by the adjacent chains. The petal consists of 9 stitches. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet. 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One half double crochet. And 1 single crochet. This is a complete petal. Compared to the previous petal, there are 2 extra double crochets here. Let's continue crocheting the second petal. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet. 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 half double crochet. 1 single crochet. Now we have completed the first 2 petals. There are 4 chain stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We follow the previous method to finish crocheting the rest. There are only a few stitches left. After finishing the last single crochet, join with a slip stitch into the single crochet stitch next to the beginning chain. Chain 1 to secure the yarn tail. Fasten off the yarn. Weave the yarn tail into the backside, along the texture of the fabric. Look. This is what the flower looks like when it's done. Next, let's learn round 8. How to crochet the leaves. Let's look at the chart first. The leaf section is just one round. There are 4 corners in total. Each corner has 2 leaves. The stitches involved are chain, single crochet, and bobble stitch with 3 double crochets. Now, watch me demonstrate the specific method. Take out the flower we need. Insert the hook into the center of any petal. Let's count. There are 9 stitches in the petal section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are at the 5th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the stitch of the double crochet? Insert the hook. Yarn over and pull through. Chain 1 as the beginning chain of single crochet. Next, work a single crochet in the same position. Once completed, let's chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, let's start crocheting the first corner. We'll crochet the first leaf first. Start with a bobble stitch with 3 double crochets. Wrap the yarn twice. Insert into the next petal. Insert into the 3rd stitch. 1, 2, 3. This is still the stitch of the double crochet. Draw through the yarn. There are 4 loops on the hook. Let's yarn over once. Draw through the first 2 loops. There are 3 loops left on the hook. Let's yarn over again. Draw through the first 2 loops. We can consider this as one unfinished treble crochet. Next, in the same position, let's crochet 2 more unfinished treble crochets. Wrap the yarn twice. Insert. Draw through the yarn. Yarn over. Draw through the first 2 loops. Then yarn over again, and draw through the first 2 loops. This is the second unfinished treble crochet. There are 3 loops on the hook. Let's crochet the 3rd unfinished treble crochet. Wrap the yarn twice. Insert. Draw through the yarn. Yarn over. Draw through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again, and draw through the first 2 loops. This is the 3rd unfinished treble crochet. Now there are 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over once, and draw through in once these 4 loops. This is a complete bobble stitch with DC3 together in one. Next, let's chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once that's done, let's work another leaf in the same insertion position as the previous bobble stitch, which is a bobble stitch with DC3 together in one. Work 3 incomplete double crochets. 1, 2, 3. There are 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over once, and draw through in once these 4 loops. This forms the first corner, which is the corner formed by the chain stitches in between. That means 2 leaves plus these 5 chains in the middle. These 2 leaves are made into the same stitch. Next, let's work 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Then insert into the position of the 4th stitch away from the bobble stitch. One, 2, 3, 4. This is still the stitch of this double crochet. Let's work a single crochet into it. Let's continue crocheting chains. Work 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Next, on the 3rd petal. At the 3rd stitch. 1, 2, 3. This is still the stitch of this double crochet. Insert. And work a single crochet. Let's work 3 chains again. 1, 2, 3. Once done, let's start the 2nd corner. We'll work at the 4th stitch away from this single crochet, starting with the 1st leaf. Wrap the yarn twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert, and work a treble crochet bobble stitch, making 3 unfinished treble crochets. 1, 2, 3. Four loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through once. Next, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, work the 2nd leaf at the insertion point of the bobble stitch. Work 3 unfinished treble crochets. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through the 4 loops on the hook. Pull through the 4 loops on your hook in once. This is the 2nd corner. 2 leaves plus 5 chains. The leaves are made into the same stitch. Once done, we work the 3rd side, corresponding to the 1st side. We chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then insert the hook into the 5th stitch of the adjacent petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the stitch of this double crochet. Make 1 single crochet. We continue to crochet 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once done, we work the 3rd corner. Insert the hook into the 3rd stitch of the adjacent petal to start. This is the stitch of this double crochet. First, work the 1st leaf. Yarn over, and draw through in once the 4 loops on your hook. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now work the 2nd leaf. We've now worked up to the 4th edge, which corresponds to the 2nd edge. First, chain 3. Then at the position of the 4th stitch away from the bobble stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the stitch of this double crochet. Insert the hook, and make a single crochet. Next, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then insert the hook into the third stitch of the last petal. 1, 2, 3. Which is the stitch of this double crochet? Make a single crochet. Let's chain 3 again. Next we work on the last corner. Insert the hook at the position of the fourth stitch away from the single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the stitch of this double crochet. Work the first leaf. After the leaf is completed, we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then work the second leaf in the same position. Now there's only the last half of the first side left. We chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After everything is completed, join with a slip stitch to the single crochet stitch next to the beginning chain. Because we need to switch colors for the next round, here we just chain 1 to secure. Fasten off the yarn. We can weave in the yarn tail when working the next round. Take a look. This is what it looks like after round 8 is completed. Next, let's learn how to crochet the cluster lace trim. Let's check the chart first. The lace trim is divided into 2 rounds. The only stitches used are double crochet and chain. All 4 sides are made of double crochets. The corners form a certain arc through the transition of chains. Let's first learn how to crochet the first round. Now, watch my demonstration. Take out the yarn we need. Insert into the spot where we fastened off before. This is the stitch of a single crochet. First, chain 3 as the beginning chain for double crochet. 1, 2, 3. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. Place a marker on the third chain. Next, work a double crochet into the large space formed by the adjacent chains. Make 4 double crochets in total. While crocheting, we hide the yarn tail to the wrong side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at the corner position, which is where the chains are between the 2 leaves. We continue crocheting the corner here. First, crochet 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Finally, crochet 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. The first corner is done. Next, let's crochet the second side. The sides are all made of double crochets. We work a double crochet into the space of the adjacent chain stitch. As we can see, there are 3 chain stitches here. 1, 2, 3. We work 2 double crochets into it. 1, 2. The next stitch is a single crochet position. We pick up the single crochet stitch and make 1 double crochet. Next, continue to crochet double crochets in the chain stitch space. We crochet 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Once completed, we're back at the single crochet position. We pick up the single crochet stitch. Make a double crochet. Then continue to crochet double crochets in the adjacent chain stitch space. We work 2 double crochets into it. 1, 2. Now we've reached the second corner. We work 3 double crochets into it. Chain 3. And 3 double crochets. We continue crocheting the third side. This corresponds to the first side. We work 4 double crochets into each large chain space formed by the chains. There are 2 spaces on this side. We work 4 double crochets in each. 1, 2. 3, 4. We make a double crochet in the single crochet stitch in the middle. Then work 4 double crochets in the second space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once completed, we reach the corner position of the third side. The crochet method for corners is always the same. That is, 3 double crochets. Three chains. 3 double crochets. Now we are at the fourth side. The pattern for this side is the same as the second side. First, work 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Then pick up the single crochet stitch and work 1 double crochet. Next, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. We've reached the position of the single crochet. Pick up the single crochet stitch and work 1 double crochet. Finally, work 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. We've reached the last corner. Continue by working 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets into it. There's still the last half of the first side left. We are in the large space formed by the chain stitches. Work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once completed, pick up the double crochet stitch next to the beginning chain, which is the stitch next to the marker. Join with a slip stitch. Pull tight on this slip stitch. Each side here has 15 double crochets. From here to here. You can count them after you finish. Since we need to switch colors for the next round, let's chain 1 to secure the yarn tail here. Fasten off the yarn. We'll weave in the yarn tail when we start the next round. Take a look. This is what it looks like after completing the first round. Now let's work on the second round. This round is very simple to crochet. Get the yarn we need ready again. You can insert into any side. To make it easier to weave in the ends, let's insert where we fastened off. Pick up the loop above the beginning chain. Actually, this is the loop from the slip stitch of the previous round. Pull the yarn through. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet, corresponding to the beginning chain of the previous round. Next, make a double crochet in the adjacent double crochet stitch. While crocheting, weave the yarn tail to the back. After that's done, continue crocheting double crochets. Make 1 double crochet in each double crochet stitch. When you reach the corner position, work 2 double crochets and 3 chains in it. One, 2, 3. 2 double crochets. Now we're at the second side. Continue crocheting double crochets. Make 1 double crochet in each stitch, matched up with the previous round. When you reach the corner position, continue to crochet 2 double crochets, 3 chains, and 2 double crochets. Now we've finished the second side. The pattern for this round is crochet 1 double crochet in each previous double crochet stitch, and at the corner position, crochet 2 double crochets, 3 chains, and 2 double crochets. After we finish the corner, pay attention to crochet the first double crochet here. Don't miss it. Repeat this process to finish crocheting the rest. Just a few stitches left. Once it's all done, slip stitch into the double crochet stitch next to the beginning chain. Then chain 1 to secure. Weave the yarn tail to the wrong side of the piece. After finishing this round, each side has 19 stitches. You can count them after you finish. This is what the completed rose motif looks like. Next, let's learn how to join the motifs. We'll use the half stitch method for joining. Here I will demonstrate how to join 4 motifs. No matter how many motifs you are joining, as long as you master the pattern, it can be easily completed. First, we sew together the horizontal motifs. Then sew together the vertical motifs. Place 2 motifs with wrong sides facing each other, and we sew on the right side. Align the edges that need to be joined, and we start sewing from the corner position. There are 3 chain stitches at the corner here. We pick up the middle half stitch of the chain respectively. Here we always pick up the inside half loop. Pick up this middle stitch, insert the hook. To make the sewing more secure, we sew twice at the first position. Usually, we only need to sew twice. At the beginning and ending of a whole row or column of motifs. For other positions, we just need to sew 1 stitch. Next, we pick up the adjacent stitches respectively. We always pick up the inside half loop for sewing. We repeat this process To complete sewing these two motifs together. When sewing, please pay attention to aligning the stitches. Keep sewing until the other side, to the chain stitch position in the middle of the corner. Now we have sewn to the corner position. We pick up the yarn at the edge. Up to this point, the joining together of the two motifs is done. Next, we will finish joining another two motifs. Continue joining in the same way. Pick up the other two motifs, with right sides facing each other. Insert into the chain stitch position in the middle of the corner. We continue sewing down using the previous method. The yarn at the edge can be pulled slightly tight. When we reach the corner position, the chain stitch position of the last stitch, since this is the end of the row, we sew twice here. Finally, we weave the yarn tail to the wrong side of the piece. Take a look, this is what it looks like after horizontal sewing is done. There are a few points to pay attention to here. First, be mindful of the right side and wrong side. We always sew on the right side of the motif. Second, pay attention to your tension. Only by keeping the tension consistent will the sewn piece look neat. The third point is the first stitch at the beginning, and the last stitch, which we need to sew twice to secure in place. For the rest, we just sew normally. Next, let's add an edge to the joined motifs. Let's take a look at the chart first. The edging consists of 3 rounds in total. The first round is made up of single crochets and half double crochets. The second round is entirely single crochets. The third round consists of single crochets and chains. Now, let me demonstrate how to crochet the first round. I'll use a small sample with 4 clusters for this demonstration. No matter how many clusters you've joined, the edging method is the same. You can start from any edge. Insert your hook into the corresponding double crochet stitch. Pull the yarn through. Make a chain as the turning chain for the single crochet, and then work another single crochet in the same position. While crocheting, weave in the yarn tail to the wrong side. The pattern for this edging is: work a single crochet in every double crochet stitch. When you reach the corner at the join, insert into the large space here, and work a single crochet inside it. At the seam, we work a half double crochet. Pick up the connecting thread in the middle, and find a secure point to insert. It's best not to pick up just a single thread. Yarn over, insert, and pull the yarn through. There are 3 loops on your hook. We yarn over once, and draw through all 3 loops at once. After the half double crochet is complete, we continue to work single crochets. Similarly, we work a single crochet in the corner here. Next, we continue to work even single crochets into each double crochet stitch. Note that after working the single crochet in the corner, the next single crochet is worked into the adjacent double crochet stitch. Don't miss it. We continue to work single crochets. When we reach the outer corner, there are 3 chain stitches here. 1, 2, 3. We work 3 single crochets into them. 1, 2, 3. After finishing the corner, we continue to work single crochets. Also, pay attention to the position of the next single crochet. We work it into the stitch of this double crochet. For round 1, we continue following this pattern. That is, work 1 single crochet into each double crochet stitch. For the connection, insert the hook into a secure spot. Work 1 half double crochet. To connect the corners on both sides, work 1 single crochet each. For the outermost corners, there are a total of 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. We work 3 single crochets in each. Follow this pattern to finish crocheting the round. After completing everything, we join with a slip stitch to finish after the beginning chain is done. I won't demonstrate this part. Let's continue to crochet the second round. This round is all single crochets. First, make a chain 1 as the turning chain of single crochet. Next, work a single crochet in the same position. We continue to work single crochets. When we reach the corner position, we work 3 single crochets here in the previous round. 1, 2, 3. In this round, we work 3 single crochets on the middle single crochet. Work 3 single crochets in the middle position. Two, 3. For the rest, continue to finish crocheting evenly according to the corresponding stitches. The pattern for this round is also very simple. Except for the corner positions, where we need to increase, all the others are worked as even single crochets. The increase is done on the 3 single crochets at the corners. On the middle stitch. I won't continue to demonstrate here. Everyone, repeat this process to finish crocheting the rest. Finally, join with a slip stitch in the single crochet next to the beginning chain to end. Next, let's continue with round 3. This round consists of single crochets and chains. It creates a wave-shaped pattern. First, make a chain as the turning chain for the single crochet. Then, work a single crochet in the same position. After completing it, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Next, work a single crochet in the same position. This forms a wave. Then chain 2. 1, 2. Then skip 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Continue to crochet the wave in the third single crochet. We work into the same stitch. 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. The second wave is done. The pattern for this round is to crochet a wave every 2 single crochets. There are 2 chains between each wave. Continue in this way. Now we've reached the corner position. Note that to keep the 4 corners of the blanket neat, we need to work the wave into the middle single crochet stitch at the corner. We need to work into this stitch, which is where we made the increase in the previous round. There are 3 single crochets here. We need to work the wave into this single crochet. Due to the pattern constraints, when we reach the corner, the wave might not fall on this stitch. In this case, we can adjust the number of chains before it to change the position of the wave. If the last wave is at this position, which is the 4th stitch away from the middle of the corner, after we finish crocheting the current wave, chain 3. Then skip 3 single crochets. And on the 4th stitch, which is the single crochet in the middle of the corner, we continue to crochet a wave. If it's the 3rd stitch away from the middle of the corner, and the wave is at this position, we just follow the previous pattern. The next wave goes right here. If it's the 2nd stitch away from the middle of the corner, After we finish the current wave, chain 1. Then skip 1 single crochet. For the next wave, we crochet directly into the middle of the corner. You can see that the number of chains between the waves in this round is the same as the number of single crochets we needed to skip in the previous round. For the rest, we still follow the pattern of crocheting a wave every 2 single crochets, with 2 chains between each wave. Pay attention, everyone. For the 4 corners of the blanket, make sure to crochet the wave into the middle single crochet of the 3 single crochets at the corner. Into this middle single crochet. I won't continue the demonstration here. Take a look. This is what it looks like after completing all 3 rounds of edging. After you've finished the entire blanket, if you feel it's not quite flat, you can use an iron on the back side of the blanket. If you have any unclear parts during the crocheting process, please contact our customer service.